50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Allen now on the option right. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That escapes the sack. Complete to Zaccheaus. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go again here with Evans. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 48-yard line.
Now Evans on the toss left side. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And the window closes quickly. They'll only get up to the 22-yard line. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And here's Goff. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To the air, Allen. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
There he goes, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the Bears first down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some great games on the docket for this weekend, the first being at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. The early start between the Bills and the Jazz. In the late afternoon games, one to keep an eye on for sure will be in Minneapolis, where it'll be the Vikings taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And then on Sunday night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down. Here's Barkley again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some to him, and we will step aside.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Goff now looking to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Chase Young bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Corral. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL, and there it helped them net their first pick-6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that likes to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of their main packages, the nickel, that fooled them that time. And they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw complete there to Thomas.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd and 1, Corral. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And holding their breath here now because the injured player is the quarterback, Matt Corral. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to the...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff.
Quick slant complete to Njoku.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
With a new contract comes increased expectations, and Njoku did his part. Caught 58 passes, would have had a couple of other career bests if injuries didn't cost him some time. He gets the first down there with that catch.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On first down, it's gone. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd down and 4.
At the 20-yard line.
Completes this to Addison out left. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Here's a 2nd and 5. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we... Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Goff throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Darrynton Evans, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 24, Bears 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now Drake loses the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And Corral will throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Corral looking to throw.
And now another one thrown incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he is going to have the Bears first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Back to throw, Corral.
Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Back to throw, Corral. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bears first down.
Corral. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's Corral. Pass complete there to Nakua.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this out past the 40.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Now 2nd and 5. On with Evans.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Washington,
they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.